They don't even like it if you at fucking $5 million a
We got it. Exactly.
These are women, Deshaun Watson, that he paid.
Yes.
What's up, everybody? What's up, and welcome to another episode of the No Holds Barred Sports Show. I am Lil Ryder, one half of the dead presidents, 1/3 of those Los Lunatics with my brothers Boogaloo and Eddie Guapo, and my man right there.
I am the bounty hunter. I am the bounty hunter. Yes, sir. I was part of a tag team called the Urban Legends that was led by me, Cowboy Willie Watts, and my boy Cole Cassidy, known as Luther Theus. God rest my brother. We was followed up by the Black Knicks, which was Cowboy Willie Watts and ECW original legend, however you want to label him, Chili Willie, known as Black Bart Billy Watts.
OG.
And then we finished it off with the American Gangsters, Frank and Nikki. And right now, on this day, at this damn time, you are in the place to be. Yes, sir.
That is right. That is right. And our other co-host, King Mega, is under the weather. And hopefully we'll be seeing him next week.
Man.
Hopefully, man, that
COVID shit, man. This new strand is like almost like a cold with a little bit more stuff to it, and you test, and then next thing you know, you got damn COVID.
Yeah, I hate that bullshit. I fucking hate COVID with a passion. But if this is your first time tuning in, this is the Sparks podcast hosted by 2 pro wrestlers today, but normally by 3 pro wrestlers. And we normally talk all things sports. And sometimes we get crazy with some wrestling, and sometimes we get crazy with some crazy ass topics. But make sure you like and subscribe to us on Facebook and YouTube at No Holds Barred Sports Show. Hit the bell, get notified when we are on every Tuesday, 8 p.m.
Yes, sir.
Oh, we already got Karma Latte in the building.
Karma Latte, what's up, baby girl?
Then we got my cousin Chris. What's going on, man? How you doing, Christian? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Yeah. 2-hour walk, man. That's nice. Hopefully the weather's nice and treating you right up there, you know. Pops,
what's going on?
Listen to Linkin Park. Yo, listen, I love Linkin Park. Love it. Rest in peace, Chester. Me and Kenny got a little talking before the show, and you know how that goes sometimes.
Yeah.
You know how that should go. But shit, man. How you feeling, brother?
A little parched.
Yes, I am too. And I was doing damn things. So while you start with your drink, I'm gonna go grab mine.
All right, well, folks, this is an oldie but goodie. I have done this one before. That is a Ciroc VS, very special. A very affordable brandy, man. If you're into brandy, that is a very good affordable brandy. I would recommend you put that in your rotation. And cheers. Yes, good brandy. That is a good brandy. Not expensive. Has a real smooth, mellow taste to it. I'm a drinker on ice, so it definitely is a smooth taste to me. But yeah, I'd recommend if you do brandy and you haven't tried, again, I would show it Ciroc brandy. If you haven't tried that before, I would recommend that you go give it a try. And I don't think you would be disappointed with that, man. That's a pretty doggone good drink for the price too. It's not expensive. They have a smaller bottle that's a little cheaper, or you can get this. I think that's their big bottle, and pretty good doggone drink, man. Pretty good doggone drink. But outside of that, man, yeah. You know, my boy's coming back on to do his drink, but so I don't want to get in too much. But had a lot of interesting things take place this weekend in sports. Look forward to getting into talking about it. You know, right there, my boy. He came on back in.
There we go. Well, for one, I'm gonna bust this Gatorade because I'm fucking hella thirsty.
Yeah, I actually drank a Gatorade today after boxing training, man. I hadn't drunk one in forever.
Whew. All right. Did you already go?
Yeah, man. I did a one I had done before. Ciroc brandy.
Okay.
Yeah, not like I was telling everybody. If you're a brandy drinker, that is a very good brandy for a very, very affordable price.
Guys, be safe.
Good night, Cuzzo. Thank you for tuning in, brother.
You got what's your favorite brandy?
My favorite brandy? I haven't drunk a lot of brandy. Of course, back in the day when was in the military and poor as hell, the usual Christian Brothers, Paul Masson. But that Ciroc is pretty good. Now, maybe next time I come to Florida, you can show me a nice brandy, and I'll purchase it and we'll try it. But that's probably yes. I had my latest collection. You was here last week. I did the Cavassier XO Royal. That's a pretty pricey drink, and it did what it was supposed to do. It's a good drink. Tequilas. What was that last one? I did that week before last. Grand something it was called. It was pretty good. It was upper tier, not very, very expensive, but it cost a little bit. It was pretty good. It wasn't bad, but yeah, I'm gonna keep tequila on the bar, so you already know. Yeah, if anybody come to my crib, they know it's gonna be some tequila, a couple of different tequilas up there to pick from.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and Kenny goes all in on his tequila.
Yeah,
so,
I am a tequila connoisseur.
I'm doing a Nas. My brother gave me this a couple months back, and it's been sitting in the fridge.
I ain't seen a person grab a Nas in a minute.
Bro, my brother gave it to me a while back.
Never tried it.
I had never had it before. He said somebody on his route left some for him. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I took it, and he's like, I ain't drinking it. So gave it to me.
Yeah, I ain't gonna drink that shit. Just in case they infuse that shit with something, I'm gonna give it to my little brother so his ass can kick out.
Nah,
he can call out live on there.
Louis not really an energy drink guy like that.
Okay.
So yeah, the Boogaloo is not the energy drinker. But here we go. Yeah.
It didn't pop off too loud. It wasn't horrible, but it didn't. Well, what flavor is it?
Damn if I know. High performance energy drink. That's all it says.
That's the damn flavor. High performance energy drink.
It's Nas. But it smells like a I want to say like a grapefruity kind of gimmick. I can't. I honestly I can't really tell you if it's a grapefruit because I don't think I've eaten a grapefruit in my whole life. But I feel like it's like one of those. It smells like one of the other energy drinks that I've had.
Yeah. Okay.
Has like a grapefruit. So here we go. Hold on. For Mega, I'm gonna do it this way.
Okay, we're gonna do a. You ain't got it. You ain't got the Mega lips going. You ain't got the goldfish pucker lips going on.
It's pretty good though. Honestly,
good.
I don't really know.
They've been around for a long time.
Yeah, I remember seeing it, and
they've been around for a long time.
Every time I see it, it always makes me think of like Fast and the Furious and shit.
Yeah,
and people are like, oh, I got the Nas, and it's
yeah. No shit.
But here we go. We got too fruity. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't know. It's not bad though. I drink it for free, especially.
Yeah, I'll drink it. Without a doubt. Free is hard to turn. It got to be pretty damn bad for you to say, nah, if it's free.
Listen, I'll normally try it at least, right? So it's pretty good though. I'll mess with it. But would I go out and pay Oh man, hold on. There we go. Mango. So maybe it's passion
there you
fruit.
go. I'm so glad Carmen Latte's back, so because she keeps us on her toes. She sees a bundle of information and she keeps it rolling.
Yeah, she's able to scan but yeah, it's good. I don't mind it. It's probably the passion fruit flavor that I'm not the biggest fan of. Well, there we go. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. But yeah,
yes, ma'am.
I will definitely I'd probably give it like a 6.5, 7. No, it's not it's something that I would drink, but it's not something that I would
when it's free.
Yeah, it's not something I would look for,
Definitely doable free.
I could have filled in for Mega tonight. I got a bathrobe lying around. Oh, like King Mega's,
You might have spiced her show up.
Like King Mega's bathrobe.
Yeah.
I can't hate on everything Lil Rocket says. Yeah. Well, I think you mean you can hate, right? Because that's what me and Mega go back and forth all the time. Yeah, exactly. Because Mega is the king, the king of trying to stir my button.
You really know why he missed tonight, don't you? I know he got COVID, but you know why he really missed tonight, don't you?
Why?
The Patriots kicked the Bengals' ass.
Forgot about that one.
Yeah, that's really why he's sick.
Hey, but look, who showed up? Even though his Washington Commandos did not get the job done.
Listen,
this guy right here.
I said, and then lost to my fellow show partner, lost to this team. So, but I said at the front of the season, if we 500 this year, I consider it a successful season. We got a rookie quarterback, we got new coaches. So if we do 500 this year, I consider that a successful season. So,
yeah, definitely. And listen, you know what? With rookie QBs, man, all you hope for is that they look good. And I don't think he looked bad.
And he had the most yards of all the rookies between. They put it up. Caleb Williams, I think Bo Nix. I think they put them 3 up, and he had the best numbers.
Yeah, I don't think he looked bad. And he ran his ass into the end zone, 3 times?
You got to learn to slide, though, because goddamn it, he ain't big enough to do that damn shit he does.
Yeah.
He ain't Cam Newton, goddamn it.
But, yeah, man, that's the one thing. This Gatorade is definitely going to help my fucking dry-ass mouth right now.
Okay.
But it's time to jump on into it.
Yeah. And I'm going to start off with somewhat of a rant, but not a rant in the Kenny's Corner thing. So I was going back and forth on Facebook with a guy that hates Tank. And the reason he hates Tank is because he said Tank hasn't fought anybody. Tank is avoiding everybody.
I wouldn't say that at all.
Like I told him, I will agree with you on a sense that I want to see him fight all the top tier fighters. You've heard me say that here. Mm-hmm. I will never say I don't want to see him fight the top tier fighters. But here's the thing that a lot of people do not understand about the business of boxing today. People are not, and not only Tank, I'm talking about all weight classes. People are not in the business of fighting the top tier fighters if the business side ain't right. If you are the A side, you're going to make demands. If your demands ain't met or they're don't come to agreement, the fight won't be made. Then they got all this cross the street BS that I don't like. You with the PBC, you with the Zone, you with Oscar De La Hoya, you with Top Rank. Back in the day, none of that shit mattered. The fights happened. Well, you didn't have all these people. You pretty much had Don King and Bob Arum was all it was back then. It wasn't all of this. And you didn't have 4 belts. You had I think the WBC might have started it. and then came the WBA, WBO, IBF, and all these belts came into play. And that's where a lot of guys, when they say, well, man, it should be all about getting the belts. What people don't understand, you pay sanctioning fees on those belts when you're a champion. So if you got all 4 belts, and I don't know the exact number, but I'm going to give, you got all 4 belts, and you may end up paying $25,000 of your fee in belt, of your money in belt fees because you're the champion. So you don't just you're not just a champion with the belts. Every time you defend that title, you're paying a sanctioning fee to that sanctioning body. So that's where you get a lot of the guys. Floyd did it in the end. Belts, I don't need a belt. I don't want a belt. I'm just fighting big fights and whatever. A lot of people don't understand. Before Floyd became the last 7-8 fights of his, before he became Money May and he was that guy, Floyd was the B-side on the Oscar De La Hoya fight. He was the B-side on the Turo Gotti fight. I mean, literally, Oscar picked everything in that fight: gloves, referee, ringside, what corner he wanted. And that's what happens when you're A-side. That's just the business side of boxing. Now, what Floyd said is the B-side is like, I know I win this fight, I become bigger. So when these people complain about Tank saying, okay, I'll fight Ryan Garcia, but I'm going to make it a 146 cutoff. Can't go more than 146 on the night of the fight. 136 is the weigh of day. 146 on the end of the fight. That stuff the A-side does. Canelo has done it. The same thing Ryan Garcia done against Devin Haney, Floyd did it against Marquez. They picked it. They came up with a weight. Floyd came in 2-3 pounds over and just paid him the money. Said, I'm not going to kill myself for those extra 2 or 3 pounds. I'll just pay you the fee. And I forget what it was. And that's the same thing. And they say he actually gave Ryan that advice. Look, don't worry about them other 3 pounds. Just pay him whatever the penalty is for coming in overweight. So there's always trying to get advantage in fighting. Am I saying it's the greatest thing? No. But it's the business of fighting. I'm not going to sit here and tell you no professional fighter who's fighting for money, that guy's scared of that guy. Because I don't think none of them scared of none of them. But I do believe whatever advantage the A-side can get, he's going to get. It's just what it is. When you fight Tank or Canelo right now, you're going to get your biggest payday like Berlanga. Berlanga's probably going to make $8-9 million. He ain't seen nowhere near that. Might be his only $8-9 million payday unless he wins. And then, of course, but if he loses, you probably don't hear from Berlanga much no more. You know what I'm saying? Or, try to work his way back up. But that's just what it is when these guys are the A-side people. When they're the A-side, they get what they want to a certain extent. And like I said, I want to see Tank fight Teofimo. I want to see Tank fight Devin Haney. I want to see Tank fight Shakur. And he already fought Ryan because that was so-called the Big Four back in the day. I want to see all those fights happen. But it's just going to have to be right. It ain't Tank. It's the business. It's promoters. It's the who they fight for. They're doing all of the bargaining at the end of the day. Now, does Tank have a say-so to say, hey, I want to make that fight, do everything? Yes, he can do that. But at the end of the day, if it's not making business sense to the promoters and to the managers and whatever, the fight's probably not going to happen. Now, do I think one day with Tank left with, 4 fights on his resume, do I think he definitely fights Shakur? I don't know if he fights Devin because Devin balloons up 20 pounds after the weigh-in. I don't think Tank is – he would be stupid in my case. Tank's a small frame guy. Even if he goes up to 140 and fights Devin, he's going to put a clause in there. He's not going to let that guy be 165, 170 when he walks in the ring at night. Because Tank going to gain 10 pounds at best, 146. I think that's what he weighed when he went up to 140 and fought at that fight night. He weighed 146. He's not going to let a man come in 20 pounds bigger than him. And I don't blame him. I do not blame him. So that's just the business side of the fight. That's my rant on that. Let me get into what's happening. So this weekend coming up, we got, as I said, Canelo Alvarez fighting Berlanga. Do I think Belanger's scared of Canelo? Like I said, I don't think most fighters are. You got some that go in there giving them too much respect. You can see it. You can see the way they fight. Do I think Belanger go in there and try to be aggressive? I really do. I think he's just crazy enough to go in there and try to be aggressive, and I think that'll be his downfall. Canelo's slick. Canelo is experienced. I think Canelo catches him somewhere, depending on how hard Belanger's pushing Canelo, because Canelo will fight at a pace until about that 8th, 9th, 10th round or so. Then he'll pick up and try it. But if he's pushing him, because it's been shown that Canelo has in the late 3 or 4 last rounds have gotten tired. That's what he did against Bivol. Bivol, when he fought him, he got tired. Yeah. And so I don't know if Berlanga has the boxing ability that Bivol had to make him work hard enough to get tired. Because if you're just going to think you're going to go in there and stand in front of Canelo and trade punches, I think he gets knocked out. I give him 8 rounds at best. I think Canelo hits him and finally breaks him. But, we'll see. That's why you got to put the damn gloves on and get in the ring. The undercard, you got Alessandro Lara fighting against Danny Garcia, which is not big names, but both of those are solid fighters. Lara is a champion. That's going to be a decent fight. Rolly Romero makes his return, and Caleb Plant is fighting. And if everybody knows, Caleb Plant is a decent fighter. He fought the Mexican Monster, and he also fought Canelo. Lost to both of them. Knocked out by Canelo. Got beat up pretty bad against David Benavidez. So he's a solid. So it's a pretty good fight card. And that rolls right into the MMA stuff, because they tried to go head-to-head with Canelo on Mexican Independence Day, which is 2 dates Canelo's going to fight: Cinco de Mayo and Mexican Independence Day. Those 2 dates, he sells out. Pay-per-view number might, but the pay-per-views, because of all the free watching, ain't near as big as it used to be, unless it's 2 major fighters fighting. The pay-per-view numbers are not as big as they used to be anyway. But that stadium will be sell out. The Migos will come out and they're going to watch Canelo fight. And MMA, Dana White and Turkish Ali is learning the hard way by, like, as of last week, $20 million in the red already. Learning the hard way that why try to go head-to-head with Canelo in the same town? They both in Vegas, like literally across the street or down the block from each other.
So with that, though, UFC already had their venue booked months ago.
But what I'm saying,
and Canelo doesn't always fight in Vegas.
No, he doesn't always.
They chose to do MGM. They chose to do the MGM on this one.
I do think though, Lowrider, those 2 dates, they are in Vegas. I do think his Cinco de Mayo and his Mexican Independence Day fight are always in Vegas. I think they do always take those 2 fights. And he has fought outside of Vegas, but I do think those 2 fights right there are always in Vegas. Those 2 particular fights, because those are considered a big deal, because, like I said, Canelo always fights on those dates.
But they I know the UFC already had that booked, and that Dana White was hot because he said that that the MGM always disrespects them, and they'll always try to put competition against them if they're not.
Yeah, well, that was the wrong fight to do. Canelo Mexican Independence Day was the wrong fight to try to, fight with boxing.
Especially, I think the big downfall for the UFC on that aspect is, sure, Sean O'Malley is a name right now,
and I know where you're going, but go ahead.
But he is not the guy that you would want to be having headline. I guarantee you, if they could have gotten the Conor McGregor fight in there.
Now you can fight with boxing, because if you get Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler fight,
you put Conor McGregor,
and then you got Sean O'Malley as the semi-main, and then whatever the rest of the card is. Now you got a fighting chance, but Sean O'Malley definitely is not.
He ain't a headliner, bro.
No, he's not a headliner.
He's not a headliner
to go against anybody.
And that's what I think definitely is going to hurt them in that aspect.
And then how many Mexicans did they put on that card?
There's a few on there.
Oh,
Yeah, when that was the first thing I looked that up the other day when after last week, because I was like, man, there's no Mexicans. The co-main event, Alexa Grasso, she's Mexican.
Mm-hmm.
Brian Ortega's Mexican.
Yeah. Well.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he you know he's American, but he's an American Mexican. They got Daniel Zahuber, who's the Mexican.
Look like
Ronaldo Rodriguez, Mexican.
Ain't Holloway Mexican?
No, Max Holloway's Hawaiian.
Oh, okay. I was good. So I was just trying to think of some people that could have.
Yeah, pretty much every fight has a Mexican fighter on it.
Oh, so they did put some.
They got Raul Rosas on there.
The young kid with the lip face thing.
Yep. Okay. With the cleft palate.
I mean, I just think, like you said, I just think the main event is not big enough. Yeah, I think the main event definitely is not.
Yeah, and the other big thing, the other big issue is, from my understanding, the amount that it cost just to get that venue.
I heard it was something crazy.
Was astronomical. So they were going to be in the red no matter what.
And then you said it doesn't hold a lot of people neither, right?
It doesn't hold a lot of people, and it's just this is probably going to be the only fight apparently that UFC will put on there.
Yeah, because they don't. The one thing about the UFC, because they don't lose. They don't lose money
normally.
Yeah. That's one thing that Dana always come out, because he always gives the numbers at the end of the fight when he does his post. And all right.
Yeah, sorry, man. I was not Lady B.
Hey,
how you doing,
Miss Lady B?
And then we got one more comment. Benavidez will vacate his belts and fight tune-ups. He's not ready for Canelo.
Vacate his belts. So, well, I don't think Canelo's going to fight. One thing I think I've seen with Canelo, and I'm not one of those that say Canelo's scared, because Canelo ain't scared. Mm-hmm. But what I would say is, when I see how people get Canelo fights, is generally, I'm not saying you kiss his ass, but until the fight is signed and you're doing press conferences, don't come at him crazy. Because Canelo is one of those guys, like,
he don't need you.
I don't need you. Exactly. I can fight Joe Smuckatelli and fill the building up. Pay-per-views might not be big, but they ain't usually that big anyway. And I don't need you. And I think, the way Benavidez, calling him pussy and this, that, and the third, you ain't nothing and you're scared. And I just think Canelo's like, you know what? I'm not even going to give you the satisfaction of making your biggest payday and fight your ass. Damn it. So, I mean, it's the same thing with Turkish, when he said he wouldn't do business with him. He's like, I respect what he's doing for boxing, but I don't like how he's coming at me. It's Canelo Alvarez. He can say that. Mm-hmm. Hey, I mean, and Tank kind of had the same kind of thing with Turkish too. Like, I don't need you, bro. I sell buildings out. Those guys coming to you need paydays. I don't need paydays. I get paydays.
Yeah, exactly. He is the payday.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, when you put my name on the poster, exactly. I'm the payday.
Yeah, it's definitely a I don't know. I definitely feel like, Canelo is definitely one of those guys that will he's gonna draw.
Rank.
He's the draw.
He definitely pulls rank without a doubt. And at the end of the day, I don't even think it's as a watching Benavidez fight and watching Canelo. Benavidez got fast hand, throws a lot of punches, but you can hit Benavidez. He's been down before. So I think it's a whole lot closer fight. Now, does Canelo have to worry about somebody big with good punching power, who has fast hands, who throws? Yes. I mean, it's definitely I think a 50-50 fight, but I definitely don't think it's Canelo's scared because he know he's going to get knocked out. I mean, Canelo's never been, I think his glove touched one time in 60 whatever fights he got. His glove touch.
What is he, 61 and 2?
Yeah, something like that. In 60 plus fights, he got clipped maybe once or twice where he kind of looked like he should. Because even with the Bivol, I mean, it looked like Bivol stunned him a couple of times, but he never staggered him or nothing like that. He looked like he hit him with some clean shots, and but Bivol smart fight. He didn't go in where I think Benavidez would have been different. If he stings him, he goes to him and tries to get his ass out. I would be able to stay the plan and end up pretty much winning every damn round. So we'll see, man. I mean, Bivol got a tough fight coming up against damn it, what's his name? They're both undefeated in the same weight class. Better Biv and Bivol. That fight is coming up soon, so that should be the only thing is their names are not humongous. They're humongous amongst boxing fans. Their name is not humongous, so a lot of people probably don't know about that fight, but that'll be a solid fight. Shakur's, I think, is fighting October. I think Shakur's coming back, and it's his first pay-per-view. And from what I'm hearing, they're good night.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're crazy. And the other thing, Kenny, when I was just looking up, he normally fights in Dallas. I
can see that. I can see the Dallas.
I'm pretty sure UFC was probably expecting him to do Dallas.
It's a big Mexican population in Dallas, so I could see
way bigger than Vegas.
Yeah, doing. Vegas just comes with the nightlife and all the other shit that comes with it. But as far as, like you said, Mexican population, I guarantee Dallas definitely is bigger Mexican population than Vegas is, without a doubt. But outside of that, man, that pretty much covers the boxing aspect. Went a little long because I had a little rant to begin. But as always, if anybody has any questions as we get into the other part of the show about fighting, boxing, or UFC, ask them, and we will still answer your questions.
Yes. And this Saturday, make sure you tune in to the UFC 306.
Yep.
O'Malley versus Devaselli. And or you can tune in to both, man. Do that picture in picture, get that Canelo fight up there, get the UFC up there, show that love, man. But let's put that down there, and man, we gotta go right up into this real quick though.
Let's get it.
Our last week. Oh wait, man, hold on. Let's just jump into week 1 stuff that went down. So,
okay.
The Rams lost.
Man, I've seen that, man. From what they said, he was already injured, like had a minor injury to it, and I guess he aggravated it pretty rough because he sprained it. But he'd already had an injury to it and then sprained it. But that guy's a beast, man. That
upsets me super because he's on my fantasy team. So,
God,
I know.
Crushed you. Yeah, that guy there, he just catches passes.
Yeah, hey man, you know what, man? The Rams, they got some receivers, bro. When you look at that Rams,
the Rams are going to give some people some fits, man. That was a damn good game, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say that game came down to it, and it was entertainment at its finest.
At its best, without a doubt.
On top of that, besides that, we also had the Packers, Jordan Love spraining his MCL.
Yeah, so
they said that they will not put him on IR.
Okay.
And they will play it week by week.
Okay. So, well, sprain. So
yeah. Sometimes a sprain can give some people fits for weeks, months.
Yep.
And then some people, you'll see them right back the fuck out there in a week or two. So maybe smart to not put them on the IR.
Because if they're on the IR, they got to sit out 4 weeks at least.
They have to miss 4. Yes.
Okay, so you got to miss 4 weeks. Okay.
And you can just have them as QB3 and you don't got to worry about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, So that's going to hurt though. Let me tell you, man, that Packers game, that was another one that wasn't a bad game.
I didn't watch it. I didn't get to watch it.
Not a bad game, man. They definitely.
I actually forgot it was a Friday game on. So
they definitely had them. The Eagles looking a little rough there. So, that's another one of those things, and I think this will definitely hurt the Packers going forward.
Who's their backup?
Damn if I know. Let me pull that up real quick. Packers backup. But yeah, man, it's what the hell? Still came up as Canelo's backup. I was like, what the hell? Malik Willis.
Don't know him.
I believe they traded for him from I can't remember what team. I want to say it was the Colts.
Okay.
Oh no, wait, no, my bad. They're going against the Colts this week. Where the fuck did they get him from? Malik Willis. Let's just click on that and he. Okay. I got nothing here from Malik Willis. Come on, man. Moving to Green Bay. Oh, the Titans. He was with the Titans.
Okay. Okay.
So they traded him.
I think he got some burn last year too.
Yeah, he was a third rounder for the Titans. In
I think he got some burn last year in the Titans merry-go-round of quarterbacks. I think he played some last year.
Yeah, it says he made 11 appearances, 3 starts, through 2 seasons, completing 35 of 66 passes for 350 yards, 0 touchdowns, 3 picks.
Damn.
He rushed 32 times for 144 yards and 1 touchdown. So not what you really would have wanted, especially for the Packers, but it happens, right?
Yeah,
it's
no
part
doubt.
part of why you kind of want to have that good backup waiting in the wings, you know what I mean? Your boy Dak got a 4-year, $240 million extension.
How much guaranteed?
You know what? I did not see the guarantee.
I didn't either. I didn't hear nothing on how much guaranteed.
And yeah, I saw the money and they said I was like, what? So it's kind of a crazy thing, but like we said, right? We knew he was going to end up getting paid, and you know he got paid.
Shit. Hey, shout out to that.
Here we go. How much is he getting guaranteed? Let's see. 231 guaranteed.
231 guaranteed.
Over 4 years.
That is fucking crazy.
80 million of it signing bonus.
So 80 million of it that night.
Sets the new record for guaranteed money in the NFL.
Yeah.
He passes Deshaun Watson by $1 million. Hey, you know what though, bro? If I'm a QB and I see what Deshaun Watson got guaranteed, and I look at my shit and I'm like, yo, I've been playing my ass off for this contract time, for this time to get a big contract. And you motherfuckers are gonna tell me I deserve less than this dude?
Well, that's a yes and no to that, because Deshaun did not deserve it. Cleveland
they overpaid like a motherfucker.
They just jumped off the mountain. They did what Minnesota and Dallas did that year in that trade. We give you Herschel Walker for all of them. They just lost it when Mike Ditka did the thing with Ricky Williams. Same thing. He just lost his damn mind. You know, you cannot give up your whole draft picks or the whole first round or whatever Mike Ditka. He just gave up every draft they had. We want Ricky Williams. It was something crazy.
Yeah, that was one of those crazy gimmicks where he gave up.
So I mean, I just think sometimes some of these coaches got too much power, and the GMs is just not thinking and let them guys make them decisions, and then it ruins them for years, bro. Not just that year. I mean, you gave up all of your picks, bro. Like you couldn't address nothing else.
And that's the downside.
Yeah,
right?
I got Ricky Williams, and I don't need nothing else.
Yeah, it's crazy when you think about that. And listen, Ricky Williams was definitely
I know he was a
game
bad boy.
changer. He was
Yeah,
a game
he
changer.
was a bad boy. I like Ricky
But
Williams,
you
man.
still
Especially in
needed
college. He was a monster in college.
you still needed shit around him.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. Especially at the pros, you can get away with Shador Sanders, and Huntley in college until you play the big tier teams. But you cannot get away with just having one or two good players in the NFL because everybody was an All-American. Everybody's 4-3, 4-4. So you got to have everybody on both sides of the ball that can ball. You can't get away with one or two good players.
Yeah,
you can have a great quarterback, but you still got to have the line to protect him. You got to have somebody for him to throw to.
And that's the other thing, right? Like when you have a good running back, you still need a line.
Oh, you got
to.
I
mean, you can have you can have a Barry Sanders that didn't really have a line and
but
had to do everything on his fucking own.
His running style was way crazier than anybody else. I mean, Barry Sanders stops on dime, jumps to the left, and then full speed in 2 or 3 gallops.
That doesn't seem like he loses a damn step at all.
Yeah, everybody's not doing that.
Yeah. So, but and imagine if he would have had the crazy line that Emmitt Smith had.
Switch him and Emmitt Smith, and it's over.
His numbers would have been.
Bro, you get that guy
crazy.
2-3 yards deep into the secondary, 4 to 5 yards deep in the secondary with the moves and the stop darts and the way he can make you miss, bro. It's a wrap.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing, and that's the one thing you can always say. Dallas will always have a fucking line.
Oh no, they've been known. They've been known for years to have a good. We used to do it back in the day, but these last couple of years, especially last year, got a quarterback sacked 60 times. But we used to call the Hogs and the Smurf. Smurf was the receiver, the Hog. And bro, we used to have some grunts on that. Like Trent Williams used to be with us. Now he's we goddamn let him go, lost him, traded, whatever we did. So we just over the years we just started doing crazy shit. But at one time we was known for that.
Yeah, man. But besides that, let's just hold on. I'm just gonna pull up some of these other gimmicks here real quick. And so on top of all that, right? We had the Ravens lose to the Chiefs 20-27, which was watching that. You definitely see where a lot of fans are tight at the calls in that game.
Yeah, there was definitely some calls. That game was pretty.
Definitely one-sided calls.
Yeah.
Right?
Especially when they showed that damn guy for the Chiefs, that lineman just kept stepping early and was lined out well for the same calls that the Ravens got called on them. So yeah,
and they even gave the Ravens a warning about it, but yet they didn't say shit to Buddy on the right tackle there. Crazy.
Yeah, it was definitely a little things going on.
It was definitely It's definitely makes for the aspect that fans feel like that's the NFL's team.
There was a damn toenail away from still beating them. Mm-hmm. And he just made a play before that he blew a throw. That guy was wide freaking open and he blew that throw that should have been a touchdown. The play right before the toenail play where the guy was coming across and I guess he thought he was going to stop and the guy still moved and he just threw it right in the back of the end zone. That guy was wide open.
Yeah, it was
as good a game as Lamar had. That play is going to be remembered. You should have hit that guy.
He should have hit that dude.
Yeah.
And so besides that, right, the Eagles beat the Packers. We talked about that one. The New York Football Giants did what everybody thought they would.
Please, man, that until they go ahead and eat that we made a mistake with this quarterback and do something, they're going to keep eating it.
And at that same time, right, they decided to give the money to Daniel Jones, and let Saquon walk.
Had
And
100
what does
had 100
Saquon
yards
do?
rushing this week. Had 100-yard rushing this week.
100 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns.
That was crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yo, and he was moving all over the fucking
Oh,
field.
yeah.
He's that dude. He
Yeah.
definitely looked great.
Oh, yeah, and you know he's playing with a chip on his shoulder. Like, okay.
Oh yeah. And that's even
And
that. I think that hurts
was,
even worse, right?
I don't even think they was that far apart on what, like a couple of $1 million apart, then they wouldn't go. They just we ain't doing it.
Well, they had to give all their money to fucking Daniel Jones. So dumb decisions, right? I feel like they could have drafted a QB in the 3rd round and got the same production that they would out of Daniel Jones, even a 4th rounder, you know. The Commandos took a loss to my Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 20-37.
And like I said, as being a Commanders fan, I feel a little positive coming out just because of my quarterback play. But my damn defense is looking like shit. We made Baker look like Tom Brady this weekend.
Hey, but let me tell you though, man, the way they used Chris Godwin, that's the way they need to use
They got
Chris
off,
Godwin.
man. They got off.
If they can do that with Chris Godwin going forward, Tampa is going to be a problem.
And like I said, it don't hurt that our defense wasn't shit. So, we'll see when they play some little better defenses. But our defense looked bad. Our back half, our corners and DBs didn't look like shit this week.
The Steelers beat the Falcons 18-10.
It's a Steelers football game. That is a Steelers. That is a Steelers. They ugly it up. And
a bunch of field goals
and going into but they're going to find a way to win. That is a Steelers football game.
6 field goals got them that.
They'll ugly the game up. But if you don't go out there and put points up and you keep them within a touchdown or 10 points, they'll find a way to ugly it up and win a game.
They were hitting the hell out of Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, they ugly the game up.
Hitting the hell out of his ass. They were on him like crazy. The Bills beat the Cardinals, and they squeaked by in that.
I watched a lot of that damn game, and the Cardinals probably should have won that game. Probably. I watched a lot of that game.
Josh Allen threw for 2, ran for 2 touchdowns. So
he's a gamer. Josh is another gamer. He's a football player.
He's one of those dudes that's going to do what he can. Yes.
Yeah, he's a football player. Do what he can
to try to. He'll take hella hits.
Yeah,
put his body in crazy danger just to try and win a game. So
you
gotta love a QB like that.
Yeah, he's a football player.
On top of that, Titans 17, the Bears 24. Caleb Williams with a ugly debut.
93 yards, I think he threw for.
Ugly debut. And he did not impress me. But
people don't understand that game, that NFL game speed is a whole different. People are not taking into account for that. That's why I was impressed with Daniels because, even though he didn't go out there and blow the world up, I mean, he threw for like 170 plus yards and had, I don't know if he threw a touchdown. I think he had a touchdown run. I don't think he threw one, but he didn't do bad. He didn't beat us. Tampa Bay beat us. He didn't beat us. So
he didn't hurt you guys and cost you guys a game.
I was good with that. He didn't beat us. So as a rookie, I say he only gets better as long as he stay healthy and don't get hurt and learn the damn slide. Just as fast as he is and athletic, you just cannot get hit by them guys 4 or 5 times in a game, full throttle hits and his size and stay healthy.
On top of that, the reason why Mega feels so horrible today, the Bengals.
And Chase played.
Yes. Hold on. Why the hell ain't she sliding for me? All right, here we go. The Bengals lost 16-10. Jordan Burrow is the fucking wrestler. Joe Burrow.
Is it where you can put it at the bottom? Is it there?
What the
things you read now?
No, I got them open there. Okay. Joe Burrow only threw for 164 passing yards And you know what, man? The Patriots did not look bad.
That defense, didn't look bad at all. And here's the thing I'll tell a lot of people, even with the Jets last night. When you don't take one snap during preseason, the team doesn't play game action. It takes probably a couple of games, bro, to get accommodated. And that's kind of, I think, what you've seen in the Joe Burrows and the Jets thing last night. Like, it takes some to come up to speed with that stuff. You just don't walk out there in a pro game and say, I'm that dude and I'm this dude and do what you do.
Yeah, definitely. What else? Where are we at? Texans beat the Colts 29-27. Stephon Diggs and Joe Mixon combined to lead the Texans to that victory.
Good game, though, man. That damn Richardson unleashed about a 70 yards in the air bomb right in stride. That was crazy. And he kind of slipped before he stood up and got it off. That one bomb he threw, the damn thing went like 60 yards in the air, bro.
Yeah, that kid's got an arm, man.
Yeah, they're going to be something to be reckoned with if they stay healthy. They got a
CJ
good
Stroud.
running back. They got a good running back, got a good quarterback. You know, they're going to be something to be reckoned. Going back to, we talked about the Cardinals a while ago. How did Harrison do? Did he have any catches or anything? Harrison Jr., how did he do?
Hold on. I'll tell you right now, brother. Cardinals.
Like I said, I watched it some, but I didn't see him catch no passes.
Let's pull it up real quick. Receiving Marvin Harrison, 1 catch, 4 yards, 3 targets.
Yeah, I guess that. I was gonna say I didn't see him doing a lot, you know.
He did get 3 targets. You know what, man? Week 1. I'm expecting him to.
Yeah, because that dude is solid.
Do his damn thing.
I think as him and Kyler Murray get comfortable and get a chemistry,
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely think Kyler will get to the point where he'll throw that ball up and let him try to go get it. I think that'll start happening. First game. And what was working because they was up, 17-3 at one time?
Yeah, they were 17. Yeah, it was 17-3, then 17-10.
Yeah. So
and then they all went pretty much down from there. But the Jaguars lost to the Dolphins.
That was a decent. I kind of watched some of that. Tyreek Hill, even though he had a whole nother thing that went on, and that's a whole
that was where I was gonna go. Right before the game, Tyreek Hill ends up in handcuffs for driving like an idiot and then I guess
they said speeding and reckless driving. I never heard what they clocked him at. That never came out after everything else took place. So we don't know how fast he was going in the zone now.
And it was the construction zone because
and that's what I was just. Even if it wasn't a construction zone, let's just face it. That's where people are going in and out of the stadium. So of course, I mean, he's there. I think they got to be there 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours before the game. So it probably wasn't as crowded as it was going to get. But still, you got a construction zone and you got a place where people walking in. You got to use caution, man. The last thing you want to do is be on the news for fucking running over somebody or something. So
remember who's the fool that was with the Raiders? Remember driving like a damn idiot and killing somebody? Come on,
I think somebody with the Browns did that years ago too. It ran over somebody and killed
them. But yeah, definitely not the smartest way to go about things. He for me, I feel like he didn't handle it the best way, and it ended up causing way more than it probably had to be in the situation. Now they're saying that the his lawyers are calling for the police officers to be fired.
Well, I know they suspended one of them prior to their administrative leave for prior the investigation that's going on. I watched it. And me and Low Rider talked about it and not talked about it. We didn't argue, but we had a heated discussion on it. I seen it from both ways. I was in law enforcement in my lifetime at one time as a correction officer. He was in law enforcement as a correction officer one time. I think Tyreek definitely did things that he shouldn't have done. I do think there was excessive force used, but I think he probably didn't help himself none. At the end of the day, one of my phrases is always best to be right. It's always best to be right than wrong than dead right. I would rather be wrong and just deal with it than right and dead. So what I mean by that, don't take a chance to escalate something that there's a chance it could be escalated, because there's a couple of things me and Low Rider went back and forth with it that I felt when he rolled that window back up, that was crazy. You got tinted windows that can't be seen in. I couldn't even have been mad if the cop would have said, roll that freaking window back down. I can't see what you're doing. And if he broke that damn window out, because you got to let him see what's going on. Now, where me and Low Rider had a little bit of a disagreement was, I think once the door was open, they seen he wasn't a threat and they slammed him to the ground. I think that he could have been with two cops, a dude, and put against the car. If he's fighting, then take it to another spot and slam him to the ground. I think when they made him sit down like they did, the one stood over top of his head and pushed. But we are human. So what pretty much took place, now the adrenaline is flowing.
That's the main thing.
Now,
escalation.
All common sense is out the fit. But as I said to Low Rider, at the end of the day, cops are gave the responsibility of and the professionalism they're supposed to have. You have a gun. You actually have a license to kill somebody. And if you're proven right, you get away with killing somebody. So you have to be more responsible than the citizen. That does not mean that the citizen can do what the hell he wants to and the cop's supposed to make it right. But in certain situations, when things are happening, if there's a way to de-escalate it, I think a cop should do that before a citizen should try to do that. I think a cop should say, hey, whatever, and try. But then if you take him there, you take him there. You do, what do you say? You play with the bull, you get the horns,
And that's my whole take on it. I've been, like Kenny said, I was in law enforcement. Prior to law enforcement, I had been thrown in the back of a police car. I had been arrested for having a knife while at work, sitting on my damn toolbox when I worked at a mechanic shop. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers, I was targeted. I was pulled out my car on a daily basis, searched without even asking. Like, they straight up pull me out my car, search. And you know what I always did? Hands up on the damn wheel. So damn fucking well, I ain't reaching for a goddamn thing. My hands ain't moving until I say, hey, my shit's right, my wallet's right here. Can I reach for it? No? Okay, I'll keep them right here. But I shut my car off immediately. You ain't gonna say, oh, I thought you were gonna run. you ain't hitting me with the I thought you were gonna run. You ain't hitting me with the I thought you were gonna reach for something. Bro, I'm not giving nobody the opportunity.
And here's the sad part. Even if you're, like he said, dead right in everything you're doing.
Listen, there's a possibility.
But at the end of the day, if you're dead right, it doesn't matter because you're dead. So try to do everything you can do to not make a situation happen. And let's just face it, sometimes situations still do happen because you got people, you got cops. Yes, you got great cops and good cops. Mm-hmm. You got some cops that have
there's a lot of shitbags that were punk asses in school.
Yeah.
And now they have the opportunity to take out some fucking pent up anger from their childhood.
Yeah.
And I listen, bro. I've seen it a million times. Like I used to tell motherfuckers all the time, yo, if you ain't been in a fight in your life, don't come in here acting like a tough guy just because you got a badge on your chest.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I've also told motherfuckers when they used to hit me with that, you're tough because you got that badge. I used to say, yeah, I'll take this badge off right now, bro. Shit don't mean nothing. I ain't the toughest motherfucker in the room, but I know damn well your ass ain't gonna fuck me up.
Yeah, no doubt.
Straight up.
So,
and I used to tell motherfuckers straight up, like, yo, I'll give everybody respect until you give me a reason not to give you respect.
So I guess the moral to that story, in my eyes, what I'll say the moral to that story, and he can give his moral, is Tyreek definitely did some things at the front of that probably got it to where it got to. But I do also think the officers could have done some things once they seen there was no danger that it didn't have to go as far as it went. See, my point of view.
My point is when, like you said, they didn't have to take him to the ground, but I think they took, as soon as they opened that door, they yoked his ass. They didn't even give him a second to do anything. Like, I think if he would have opened the door on his own, they wouldn't have yoked him. As soon as he said, I can't. And then he's over here talking about, I can't sit down because of my knee. But then motherfuckers out here running touchdowns. Like, come on, man. Like, I hate that entitled bullshit. You know what I mean? Don't think because you're, and then his touchdown celebration, putting his hands behind his back, and that was stupid too. Like, come on, man. Act better than that. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't make it any better for anybody, including yourself. I think you just made yourself look like a moron too. Because why are you glorifying what happened? You know what I mean? There's nothing to glorify, whether police side, civilian side, NFL side. There's no way to glorify anything that happened in that situation. Not anything. Nothing in that situation was right. I feel like he avoided getting fucking shot by fucking unlocking that door. That's because
he avoided getting his ass truly handed to him because he was Tyreek Hill. Because I think the average black man does how he done. That window probably broke. They probably beating his ass. There's a lot would have took place if he's and he made that point. One, if I wasn't Tyreek Hill, well, you should ask yourself that, because if you wasn't Tyreek Hill, and they probably didn't know when they pulled the car. I mean, maybe
that was what I was gonna say is
maybe they ran his tags, but I'm sure they knew it was probably a NFL player driving. It's a $300,000 car.
When you watch the video, though, I don't think he even had time to run the tag, because he immediately beeline for him, told him, "Hey, pull over." His window was down, and he's like, "How fast was I going?" He's like, "Pull over." They're like, forget about how fast you were going. Pull your ass over. You were definitely speeding. And then he rose the fucking window up.
Here's the thing to that. As somebody who gets pulled over, you have a right.
Oh no, yeah.
To know what your speed was.
But that was before he's doing that while driving. He was still driving while the cop was telling him pull over. He's asking.
Yeah, I didn't see the front of it. I seen pretty much from the point to where.
And then that's when he pulled over, and then the cop goes up, and as the cop walked up, the window's up now, and he had the window down, and then the cop does this on his window, and he's like, "Hey, don't you ain't got to be banging on my window."
I know the point in that the window had to be down because I heard him ask, "Just give me my ticket and let me go."
Yeah, well, he did this. He did the opening of the window, but he ain't even given. As soon as he put the window up, that's when everything went haywire. You know what I mean? Because that's where the cop was like, "Yo, put the window down. I can't see." That's the first thing he said was, "I can't see."
I guess on both ends, it's a learning experience. I guess,
man, that's a scary learning experience.
No, it is without a doubt. Because
let's put it this way, Ken. Let's put it this way, though, right? Imagine when they yoked his ass out that car, he tore his ACL.
Yeah.
Now, would that have been that could have been completely avoidable had he just said, "Hey, here goes my license. My bad. Yo, you know how many times I've been pulled over?" And I was like, "Yo, yeah."
Oh, no,
hey, you know why I stopped? Hey, you know why I stopped you? I was driving like an asshole. There you go. Like, I was driving like an asshole.
Let's face it, 9 out of 10 times if you getting pulled over, I ain't gonna say 9 out of 10 times because you can get in some zones and they pull right up by. I got veteran tags on my truck, and my truck is got a pretty nice truck, tinted windows, whatever. And I've had cops fly up behind me, and it's almost like they see them veteran tags or they whatever, and they go around.
Yeah,
I know they didn't run them, but they ran them, and I have a past. They randomly probably pull me any damn way because my job takes me into some pretty rough neighborhoods. But I've seen them run up behind me, and they'll see that that veteran tag, seal and everything, and then they go on by. I'm glad nothing happened, but the situation happens every day, and it's sad Mr. Hill sticking behind. He didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, he definitely could have did some stuff different.
That's my whole take on it. Is he definitely could have avoided it.
Perfect scenario. Pull over. Let the window down. Hey, you were speeding. Give me your driver's license. He hands him his driver's license. They say, all right, we're writing you the ticket. Go on about your business. That's the perfect scenario.
Or you give him that driver's license. He goes,
I'm gonna
give you a warning. Have a good day.
A good game. And that probably easily could have happened.
Probably would have happened.
Now, when you start, like I said, and that's why I said I'm not. The only thing I'm on the officer's part is the roughness of it. But what Tyreek Hill did that kind of made it tumble and go where it went was wrong. He should have just gave his damn license out the window and been done with it.
Yeah.
But hey, it is what it is, man. It's going to be more fallout from this.
Exactly.
I don't know if the cop
we'll talk more about it.
Yeah,
we will definitely talk more.
Yeah, he probably gets suspended for a while and get on desk duty because just how big the situation is.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Or he'll end up losing his job, or
it's possible.
It's a possibility. But the one thing I can say, what you said was you want to de-escalate the situation. The officer, I feel like, went extra with, I don't know who the other cat was that stopped and was trying to see what was the deal, but the other cop was already talking to that.
Yeah, it was two other cats, and one of them actually got handcuffed, and the other one got threatened with getting handcuffed, and that little guy was a damn little tyrant. That damn little cop was like, get in the car.
And it was the same cop.
You ain't got a chance to get in the car now. He kind of was just.
That's what I mean. Yeah. He was like 100 miles an hour.
Yeah,
if anybody is going to be disciplined, I feel like that's the one that should be disciplined because he was above.
Because it was the other cop standing right there, pretty much was like, no, man, just get back in your car. And that little guy was like, no, I'm in charge of this situation right now.
Exactly.
Forget what he's saying. Put your hands behind your back. I was like,
exactly.
Yeah.
So in that situation, that's the one that I felt like when you said that he could have de-escalated, that I feel like that could have been de-escalated. I feel like everything with Tyreek Hill already happened, and it was already boom.
That guy
that happened like this.
He didn't walk in his crime scene. He wasn't running up on him. He was just standing from a back, kind of like
trying to see what's going on.
And we're just trying to make sure, what's going on. So like you said, man, this conversation will go on many sports.
Oh yeah, I'm sure we're gonna hear about it.
I've seen it 3 or 4 times today, and I've kind of seen it, kind of like we talked about it, from what Tyreek could have did better, and then what could the cops done better.
Mm-hmm. But for me, I also look at it like, if you really want minorities to feel comfortable with police, right? We need to be better at the same time, right? Police need to be better, but at the same time, we need to be better, because being argumentative, especially.
I'm gonna tell you the crazy thing, and this is a whole nother subject, but if you go look at sheriff and the police, what it derived from, it came from an ugly place. And I'm going to leave it at that. So for all you people up here, go and look up the history of how police and sheriff started, what it actually derived from, what it came from. For that reason, it just derived from now, is it like that now? Of course not.
See, this is exactly what I was saying, right? If he goes up, gets a ticket, gives his information, they either give him a ticket or give him a fucking warning and tell him, yo, like, you can't be speeding through here like that. You know what I mean? Like, I've been told that shit. Hey, don't be coming through this neighborhood. Here is always gonna be patrolled.
It's patrolled, exactly.
Your ass needs to be doing the speed limit in this area. And I'm like, yes, sir. I got you. I admit 100%. I was an idiot. I was driving like an idiot. And they would be like, I'm gonna just give you a warning. Okay. And I've had cops tell me straight up, I appreciate you owning up to your fuck up and saying, you know, that's me, and they'll give me a warning. And then I've had cops that said, yo, there was times like they didn't even give a fuck that I worked for the sheriff's office. You know what I mean? Like they straight up were like, I don't give a fuck about that. That's straight up like, all right, hey, I'll take my ticket. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I've done it. And that's the way I look at it. Like, if I'm driving like an idiot and I get pulled over, it's on me.
Oh yeah.
Why am I gonna be mad at? Why am I gonna be mad at the motherfucker that pulls me over?
At the end of the day, if you know you was doing something wrong,
exactly,
it's best for you to do whatever you have to do. Shannon Sharp said it best. When I get pulled over, my first thoughts is I'm trying to do everything as quick as possible so that damn cop can get in his car and go, and I can go my way. So hands on the steering wheel, window down, IDs, insurance, all that information is already ready for him.
And that's the thing, like Caramelate says, right? You got a lot of young cats that are gonna look at this and they'll be like, fuck the police because of this. And at the same time,
right now, you know, this just like I said, overall, the police just ain't got a great view in the minority community. It's just, I mean, it's facts that a lot of it gets escalated because they kind of went back to the when the golfer got arrested.
And that was what I was saying to my pops about this, because I'm like, even that motherfucker got yoked up and put in cuffs. You know what I mean? Like,
well, they yoked him up, but even the guy that was on hand for both of them, Jeff, whoever he was, he said the one thing I can say is, even though the golfer questioned what was going on, he went to jail, which Tyreek didn't go to jail, but he didn't get roughed up. You know. So he said that's the difference in the two arrests. It seemed like it was a little more rougher on this end than it was on that end, and they both questioned the what was going on, the arrest or why you're stopping me. They both questioned it. And Schaefer, even though he went to jail and ended up getting out and whatever, you know.
I stopped at a stop sign, saw a cop, then got to my driveway. Hey, listen. Yeah, for me, like I told Kenny, I've been in uniform when I used to work. When I used to work law enforcement, I was in uniform, and a cop will pull up behind me, and I'd still get 10-2. Oh, I'm like, why am I fucking? But it's part of me. You know what I mean? Like that's just the way I was raised up, and my pops always told me, yo, just do what the fuck you gotta do. Argue about it tomorrow. You know what I mean? Argue about it in court.
Yeah.
Because
Chili made a big thing. He put on there and like, listen, do what they say and hire a damn good ass lawyer and fight that shit in court.
And you know his ass gonna have a
don't fight it on side the road. Like you're 9 out of 10 times you're not gonna win on side the road. And I mean, and you can watch videos where guys are very versed in the law and the cops are doing things that they're not supposed to do, and they end up, as they say, making the cop take the walk of shame or get your supervisor out here because they're doing something illegal or not all the way right when they pulled you over. You know, what'd you pull me over for? And it's not right. All right, we'll get your supervisor out here then because I don't agree with you. So but here's the thing I tell people. If you're going to pull that type of stuff, don't watch one video and think you can do it there. Know the law, know what you're doing, and still stay.
And that's the thing, Ken.
And still, in my eyes, stay as respectful as possible, even if you're asking for the supervisor. Because I've been in that situation where it got pulled over, me and my brothers, and then they wanted to search the car. And I'm like, no, you can't just search the car. That's not how this works. And I said, well, get the dogs. And they left us out there for 3 freaking hours. And in the midst, they walking around the car. They couldn't search it. And they shined the light in and seen marijuana in the car. Literally.
They saw what?
Like an ash from something or something. And said, oh, marijuana in the car. And like grabbed, my brother was in the back, grabbed him out of the car. I ain't calling on them, grabbed him out. And it literally was what they showed us. We looked and like, are you serious? And they took him to jail for it. I mean, I think it ended up getting dismissed because it was so crazy. So a lot of times, I guess I'm saying this, if you're going to challenge them, even though you're right, be respectful about it, and then know what you're challenging. Know the law. Because
that's the thing.
Yeah.
Everybody watches these YouTube videos, and all of a sudden everybody's a fucking lawyer.
Well, like, no, be versed in the law. Know what you're talking about. And I'm not going to say it ain't worth it because you have constitutional rights that they got to be held to. But at the same time, if you want to give that energy, are you ready for that energy? Are you really ready to go that full? Because 9 out of 10 times, even if you prove them wrong, they're not just going to turn around and say, all right, I was wrong. Unless a supervisor walks out there and says, hey, go ahead, I got it from here. Have a nice day, Mr. Such and such, such and such. But that cop himself, 9 out of 10 times, if you don't get a supervisor out there or somebody that understands what's going on and sees the big picture, is, you're probably wrong and it's probably going to be a loss because, we need to let this go. You're probably going to not get what you think you're going to get dealing with that situation.
Yeah, definitely.
But that's another story, man. We could do that for hours. So
let's jump into this right now, though. So let's go into our NFL Week 1 picks. So
you see me flexing, don't you?
Yeah,
you see me flexing, don't you?
Yeah. Kenny's flexing because Kenny ended up going. What'd you go? 5 for 5?
5-0, baby.
Damn, 5-0.
5-0.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, you know what? I feel like I could have been better off had them Ravens. But every game was pretty damn, besides the Jets. Besides the Jets getting their ass whooped, all the games ended up being pretty damn good that we picked from, right?
Say it again.
I said, besides the Jets, all the games that we picked out of were all pretty damn good games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you picked the Chiefs, me and Mega picked the Ravens, and the Chiefs covered the spread. Hold on, let me pull this up easier. Where is it at? Right here. This way I don't gotta think about it. I can just look. Where is it at? Go away. All right, there we go. So here we go. So Kenny picked the Chiefs. Me and Mega both picked the Ravens, and we lost. I picked the Packers. The Eagles ended up covering the spread. The Lions. Me and Kenny picked the Lions. Mega picked the Rams. We all picked the 49ers because we all knew damn well that the Jets were going to jet. You know what I mean? But they got their ass handed to them. Definitely, Aaron Rodgers was definitely rusty. But I think,
it shows some signs.
The Niners are they're a good team, man.
Yeah, man. I actually might eat crow, man, because I actually said I seen a slip from him this year, but based on what I seen without Christian McCaffrey, but that damn young boy Morgan or whatever his name was, man, he's from Tennessee, Gallatin, Tennessee, man. He toted the damn load, bro. Ran extremely hard.
Yeah, so and that's the thing. A lot of people pay with their life doing silly shit that Tyreek did. You know what I mean? And if it wasn't Tyreek Hill, the possibilities of him getting shot probably would have been a lot higher. You know what I mean? Which is scary.
At least getting a damn good knot upside the head, at least.
Oh yeah.
Depending
Definitely.
on how much he starts trying to fight back.
But so with that, Kenny is 5-0. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. I forgot we did the upset picks. I picked the Patriots. Got that one. Kenny picked the Cardinals, and Mega picked the Titans.
Yep. They lost, but they covered.
Okay. So and did the Titans cover? I don't even remember.
No, I don't think the Titans covered.
Okay. So me and Mega got the same record now, I guess, right?
And it's crazy thing. I think the Titans was up 17-0 at the half, bro.
1, 2, no. Yeah, me and Mega are 3 and 2. No, wait, I don't even know, man. Fuck it. I picked so I went 0-1, 0-2, 2-2, 2-2, and so I'm 3-2. You're 5-0, and Mega is 1, 2, 3-2. Yeah, so there you go. This week's picks, we have
the Thursday night game.
We have Bills at Dolphins -2.5. We did get picks from Mega for the games.
Oh, he did put him in?
Yeah.
Okay. Who did he take on that one?
So he took the Buffalo Bills, and I am riding with Mega and the Buffalo Bills.
I'm going with Miami on that one.
All right, man. Bears and Texans is a come on. Bears and Texans. Oh, hold on.
Yep, that's the Sunday night game.
My bad. Chalmer, what's up, brother? Thank you for tuning in. So Bears and Texans -7. Yeah, I'm going with them Texans, man.
Yeah, it's hard. They look good, bro. I'm taking the Texans. I'm taking them to cover the 7.
And yes, better late than never. Thank you, brother. Thank you for tuning in, man.
No doubt, man.
Yes,
sir.
And Mega took the Texans also. So we are all riding Texans. Falcons, Eagles -6.5. I am going Philadelphia. I do not believe that the Falcons are good at all. So
6.5. Playing in Philly.
Let me look at that. Yes, at Philly.
Yeah, I almost wanted to take the 6.5, but yeah, I'm not. Yeah, you know how I feel about Kirk Cousins. Yeah, I'm going to take Philly with that one too.
Yes, and I am too. So we are all in agreement on the.
So now the only thing left to pick is the upset. Well, who did Mega take in the upset?
Mega took the Buccaneers.
The Buccaneers are playing the Lions, and the Lions are giving the Buccaneers 7.
Actually, I like that pick.
Yeah, that probably ain't bad. That ain't a bad pick by Mega. He beat you to the punch because he wasn't up there. But I'm sure that. See, I think we need to come up with, if it's your team, you get first dibs. We need to come up with.
Well, we are allowed to pick the same game.
No, I thought last year we said we couldn't pick the same upset. We couldn't pick the same upset.
Oh, really? I don't remember.
Yeah, I think that's the only game we couldn't pick the same.
Okay. Well, either way. Hold on. I'm gonna do the screen share real quick.
But yeah, I'm big on, if it's your team, you get first dibs if you want to take the upset. So we need to put that in play next week. If it's your team and they're the one getting the points, then you get first dibs at it.
So here we go. Let me click that, and all right. So we have. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
All right. So we also have The
So the upset games is
it's 4 now, right? Is our
New
gimmick
Orleans at Dallas. Dallas giving New Orleans 6.5.
6.5.
The Raiders at the Ravens. Ravens giving the Raiders 9.5. The Chargers at the Panthers. The Chargers are giving the Panthers 6.5. And we said it's got to be 3.5. 49ers at Vikings. Vikings are getting 6.5. Seahawks at Patriots. The Patriots are getting 3.5.
No, remember last week we said 4.
Oh, it's 4. Okay, well,
yeah.
okay. So
we have the Saints,
Bengals,
Cowboys. We have
Bengals, Chiefs. 6.5, 6 points that the Chiefs are giving the Bengals.
Vikings, 49ers are 6. Chargers, Panthers, 6.5. Ravens, Raiders, -9.5. Bengals, Chiefs, 6. Ooh. And well, the Houston and the Bears, we already picked that one. So, all right. So we have Bengals, Chiefs. We have
I'm going to take
-6.
I'm going to take Sam Donaldson, man, in the 6. Vikings against the 49ers. I think Vikings beat them, but I'm hoping Sam Donaldson go out there and have the damn kind of game he just had this week. He threw the shit out of the ball this week.
Oh, wait. Okay. So you're saying that they're just going to cover. They're not going to win. Or you think the Vikings are going to win?
Oh, I think the 49ers possibly win. I'm just hoping they cover the 6.
Oh, okay.
So that's all I got to do in upset. I just got to cover the 6.
Yeah. No, I thought you said you think that they're going to beat them. I was like, damn. For real?
No, the 49ers look pretty stiff this week. And I just don't think it's a lot of, especially with the 3.5s, with 4 having to be the magic number. There's just not a lot to pick from. I think the best pick was that Buccaneers Detroit, based on.
I definitely like Tampa in that one. So,
I think that Bengals Chiefs could be close because Joe Burrow, for whatever reason, always plays his ass off against KC.
Yep. I think I am going to go. Where are we at? Man.
Hell, ain't a lot of left to go.
Yeah,
Ravens, or Chargers and Panthers.
You know what? Give me the Bengals. Fuck it. I'm gonna go with the Bengals. I was thinking the Raiders.
And I think we also had if I know last year I think we had if you had the losing record, you got first dibs on the underdogs too. Yeah, Cousins is trash. So when Mecca get back, when we talk our next meeting, we'll iron all that stuff out.
Going with the Patriots.
Who the Patriots got?
The Patriots are with who the fuck are they with? Patriots.
Oh, Seahawks. Well, see, yeah. Only thing about that, cuz they made it. It's got to be 4 points or more, which is rough. But it's got to be 4 points or more because that probably wouldn't be, especially with the Patriots defense, that probably wouldn't be a bad pick. But
yeah,
they said it's got to be 3 or 4 points or better. We can't pick nothing unless it's 4 points or better.
All right. So on that note, we're gonna wrap this up because we definitely
we rolled a little long tonight.
A little on the long side. Hold on. Golly, what did I just click on? Let me close out this gimmick here. All right. Yeah, so we definitely went a little over today. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you keep checking out our YouTube channel because we will be having exclusive pop-up videos coming out.
Yes, we are
very soon.
Stuff different. We're trying to give y'all more
content
to. Also, when we do the rants that you seen me do last week, that following week, give us opinion on what you think about that part of the show. If it's something you think we should keep, trash, or you like it and want to see more of them. We haven't totally decided each one of us will do a minute or two, or for somebody like I did, just going to do a full rant. Then the next guy, if he has a rant, or if I have another rant the following week. So we're trying to figure out that format. So just kind of give us some heads up on it, because, of course, we do this for y'all. So we're trying to do some things to make the show more interesting.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, man, on that note, make sure you like and subscribe to us on Facebook and YouTube at No Holds Barred Sports Show. Hit the bell, get notified when we're on every Tuesday, 8 p.m. CPT. And for those that don't know, color people time. We be a little late sometimes, like me and Kenny were today. But
yeah, we definitely was a little late. We went a little long, so we double whammy today.
Yeah, but you know what? For the people that tuned in late, like Chalmer,
man,
he would have missed us.
Yeah,
and he would be like, "Damn, I missed my boys."
And
now he got to
with us. Yeah, no
catch
doubt.
us for a couple minutes at least, you know.
Because we always say it, man. But when I come home in November, man, we got to get up, man. I actually hate that I'm going to miss the show y'all doing. Y'all doing the show a week before I come home. I'm actually coming home like that Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and Terry told me y'all was doing the show that weekend before I come home. So I hate I'm gonna miss that show.
So, without further ado, people, thank you all for tuning in. We will see you all next Tuesday, but keep your eyes on our YouTube channel, because
yes, we are doing.
We'll be seeing some stuff soon, very soon
during the week. Yes, sir.
So thank you all for tuning in again, and we will happily see you next Tuesday. Peace. They don't even like it if you